So live your emotions to the fullest, right?
If you want to scream, कान फाड़ दो किसी का, but
बैलेंस बहुत जरूरी है बॉस.
हाँ, दिन में 3 घंटे वीडियोस देख रहा है हाउ टू इम्प्रूव.
कुछ कर नहीं रहे, एक्शन नहीं ले रहे.
वो डोपामिन मिल रहा है लोगों को सेल्फ हेल्प वीडियोस देख के.
तो हाँ, there's no difference in those self-help videos and pornography, right? The minute you start operating from a positive energy that yes, I deserve love, I can get what I want, the universe will match your energy and they'll send you magical people. But if someone's really badly hurt you emotionally, physically, however, you don't have to forgive them. I'm not from the school of thought where forgiveness is a necessity. Don't hold on the pain, but you don't have to forgive them. That is something you give to the other person, right? And only those people deserve your gift of forgiveness who are ready to change and be a positive impact in your life.
Namaste everyone and welcome back to another fresh episode of 3XP podcast. I'm Kunal Raj, CEO founder of KRF Media, and you are listening to the part 2 of the episode with Ayushi Mathur. In part 1, we talked a lot about relationship, content creation, life advice and much more. Part 2 में क्या है? Part 2 में है बहुत सारे travel adventures, more about life coach, more about business, how you can grow your brand and much more. Yeah, that's pretty much for the intro. Enjoy. इसके बारे में बात करें क्या? Breakup problems.
ब्रेकअप प्रॉब्लम्स आपके, मुझे लगता है आपको बहुत
नहीं, मतलब एक टॉपिक राइटर ने एक टॉपिक डाला है.
मेरे कुछ तो पर्सनल कहीं से तो आ रहा है.
कलेश कराएगा.
कलेश, हाँ, बहुत. When I was in my early 20s, my God, I love the word कलेश, okay? Because I feel like it fits my early 20s so well. क्योंकि I was very dramatic, okay? I've been earlier in my life, I've been heartbroken a lot of times. A lot of people have left me, cheated on me and all of that. And I would do kalesh. I would become very emotionally expressive. I would like cry, scream, throw things, break things and all that. And now when I look back at it, I'm like, ye kaun insaan tha yaar? This was someone else. And in the last 3, 4, 5 years, I've realized, not 5 but 3 years, I've realized कि again rejection और breakups काफ़ी hand in hand जाते हैं ना. This didn't work out, number 1, क्योंकि आप या तो compatible नहीं थे या communication style आपका सही नहीं था. आप कुछ बोलना चाह रहे थे, वो कुछ और समझ रहे थे. Usually problems communication से ही आती है. आप कुछ communicate कर रहे हो, that person is taking it the other way, then they're fighting.
That happens mostly when you talk over text or you argue over text. Yeah, same word, if there is no emoji, it will sound.
टेक्स्ट में आपको टोन कैसे पता चलेगा?
टोन पता नहीं चलेगा.
So, जितने भी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्वर्जेशंस आपकी लाइफ के है ना, फेस टू फेस करो. एनीथिंग यू कैन सॉल्व, एनीथिंग, इवन वॉर्स, राइट, विद अ सिट डाउन कॉन्वर्जेशन. सो ब्रेकअप तो बहुत छोटी चीज़ है एज कम्पेयर टू वॉर्स. तो जस्ट सिट डाउन, हैव दैट कॉन्वर्जेशन एंड सॉल्व इट. बट कमिंग बैक टू हार्ट ब्रेक्स एंड ब्रेकअप्स, यू ठीक है, आई टेल पीपल कि आप कंप्लीटली उसे ना ब्रश ऑफ मत करो कि अंडर द कारपेट ब्रश कर दिया, उस पर लिड लगा दी. नो, कहीं ना कहीं और जाके फटेगा वो फिर. सो वेन एवर यू फील दैट हार्ट ब्रेक, टेक 10-15 days, cry as much as you want to, talk to people as much as you want to, become a whiny person, right? Keep talking about it as much as you want to, but that will be cathartic and it will complete your process of grieving. NLP में और coaching में हम ये सीखते हैं कि हमारी grieving process को complete करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. ग्रीफ की जो प्रोसेस होती है ना,
I think we hold on a lot,
we
right?
hold on to grief so much. Thankfully, because I have always been very expressive emotionally, I've learned that from my mom. वो grieving process हो जाती है complete in most of the things. So I don't hold on to a lot of negative emotions. And the second thing is, you have to have the faith in the universe, yaar. I know this is going to sound very different from all the logical conversations we've been having.
Ayushi is going to throw some illogical facts.
Not illogical, but magical facts. Yeah, logic to magic now. You have to have the faith in the universe. This is one thing I ask my coaching clients, and in my retreats also. Retreat में ना मैं एक बहुत ही special one entire day I do love workshop about love, believing in love. And उसमें I ask people, जब वो मुझसे पूछने नहीं लग जाते, will I ever get love? Will people ever love me and all that? I ask them, do you think you're a good person? right? Are you on the right path, or are you hurting people? Are you actually a bad person? There are people who are bad, who do evil things. But if you are a good person, then you deserve all the love in the world, all the love, right? You just have to have faith in the universe. That the minute you start operating from a positive energy, that yes, I deserve love, I can get what I want, the universe will match your energy and they'll send you magical people who will love you so much. Both romantic love and also like friendly and other kinds of love as well. Just have that belief, man.
Does it go to like that self-affirmation thing, or it is completely different?
Self-affirmation is a part of it, right? You have to feel worthy of love. Let me ask you, right? You tell me, do you feel and think you deserve love, true love?
Yeah.
Yes, right? Then you get it. Then you will get it. So it comes down to your self-belief that yes, I deserve true love because I give a lot of love also. I have so much to offer to people. So then when you believe this, the breakups won't hurt so much because you'll know that the love is not just limited to this one person who left you. The love can come from better people.
But then even if there is love, then people cheat, right?
That is true. That is true. That's an entire other trajectory. And I keep telling people about this thing that if you have that need or desire to cheat or do something that is going to hurt your partner, have a conversation instead. Talk to them, right? Talk to them that I'm feeling, attracted to other people, or I'm not feeling happy, or I'm not feeling loved in this relationship. Most of the time, cheating comes from two places. One, you're not feeling like you're getting the attention from your partner or appreciation. Second, you're not feeling loved in that relationship. Communicate that. Tell them, hey, I'm not feeling loved. I'm not feeling appreciated. What can we do about it? Talk about it. If they are good for you, they will listen to you and they will talk to you.
Yeah, otherwise they'll argue again.
Yeah.
ये हमेशा चलते रहता है क्रिकेट यार सुबह से.
नहीं ऐसे नहीं. You have to. आपको ऐसे लड़ाई के फॉर्म में नहीं पहुंचना है उधर. You have a nice conversation, no? That hey, there's been something on my mind. I really want to discuss with you. Do you have half an hour to talk? Ask, no? Get permission to have that conversation, and then share. And share that I'm not sharing in a way to hurt you. I'm sharing what I'm feeling. Share in that way. With kindness.
Yeah, better you ask and then you share.
Yeah.
Because you never know उसके दिन में क्या चल रहा है, और when you throw your
assumptions तो निकाल देने चाहिए हमें. Relationships में से don't have assumptions. Don't assume. Ask.
Cool. Mic drop. So other than YouTube, have you tried like short films and stuff? तो रहेगा ना कुछ तो कीड़ा रहेगा ना.
Surprisingly, I started with short films. When I graduated, I was still, I think, doing my research project. Engineering में आपको last dissertation project करना होता है ना. That I was still doing when somebody in my society back in Delhi reached out to me saying, hey, I'm making a short film and I'm looking for a team, crew. Right? And I went to that, he said कि चलो मिलते हैं, बात करते हैं, I'll give you my ideas and you tell me if you want to work. उससे पहले मैंने कभी film side of things में काम ही नहीं किया था, all these cameras and all. I just had like photography cameras and all, but nothing professional. I went there with like a notebook, power bank, all these like systems and organized things. And that person was so impressed. He says, oh, this is the kind of organization I need in my team. You're going to be my AD. I'm like, wow, this is great. And then everything on that short film I managed and I did, and I met great people at that short film, right? Other crew members. So the sound guy and we became really good friends. He's still one of my closest friends. Then we met some other people, some producers for short film. And then we started making our own short films. So 2 short films I've directed, which I loved doing. But I didn't pursue that field or industry because I thought I'm not that entertaining.
Direction part is really fun, right?
It is fun.
भाई तू उधर जा थोड़ा, तो इधर कैमरा के साइड में रुक ये रुक.
But actually later I found that production is even more fun. So my brother is in filmmaking. He's on the writing side right now, screenplay writing and all. But eventually I have given this idea to him that, hey, you want to make your own film? I would love to produce it. And then people think that if you're a producer, that means you're putting in the money. No, producer means you're getting everything together. You're arranging the crew, you're arranging the food, the makeup, the this, that, all those things together. I love that. That is such a management role, ना?
Yeah, that only producing people think that only कह रहे हैं इसमें बहुत पैसा डाल
पैसा डाल रहे हैं
बहुत पैसा है इसके बाद. Yeah, see, the best way to get you on one-to-one coaching for free is to get her on podcast. So definitely you get such a great, not 1 hour session, 2 hour session, right? 2-3 hour session. Insta Mojo वगैरह लिंक वगैरह कुछ नहीं चाहिए, टाइम वगैरह सेट नहीं, आ जाओ बैठो. Then you get shots as well from this. How does Insta Mojo work? I don't know, like no idea. Like उनका कुछ charges वगैरह रहता है?
हाँ, it's a payment gateway. You can choose कि वो charges आपसे deduct हो, like any payment gateway, or the end user. तो जो आपको pay कर रहा है, like your customer or client, they pay it as tax,
like
which is
नीचे आ जाएगा
5%.
service fees
Just 5%. So my fees is very low in coaching because I help a lot of young people, teenagers in early 20s. So they're not able to afford very high fee yet.
I was checking one of the podcasts where you were there talking about travel a lot. So many incidences which is haunting you, like
Haunting. Thankfully, I've had positive travel experiences for sure. When I was much younger, तब होते थे थोड़े हॉन्टिंग वाले, क्योंकि देन आई वुड डू स्टूपिड थिंग्स ऑल्सो ना. आई वुड टेक स्टूपिड रिस्क्स एज वेल. आई रिमेंबर जब व्हेन वी गॉट डन विद आवर 12th grade, आई केम टू गोवा ओनली विद ऑल द फ्रेंड्स एंड ऑल. तब तो आई थिंक दैट वाज 10 years back, 11 years back, and तब we didn't even have like iPhones and all very common, right? I had a BlackBerry or something. Phones would die, GPS नहीं है, रात के 1 बजे पार्टी करके कहीं अटक गए, कैसे वापस कैसे जाए होटल, all those things used to happen. Would get separated from your group and all that. Beach पे, this used to happen a lot. Like I wish my parents don't listen to this. बट ऐसे स्टोरीज थे कॉलेज टाइम के एंड स्कूल टाइम के. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कॉलेज में आई वॉज इन बॉम्बे फॉर कॉलेज. मोस्ट ऑफ दी स्टोरीज आर रिवॉल्विंग अराउंड गोवा ओनली.
बॉम्बे में नहीं होता है क्या कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग?
नहीं, क्योंकि बॉम्बे में कॉलेज में थी मैं. आई थिंक 2nd year का फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर था, तो 3rd सेमेस्टर था इंजीनियरिंग का. आई हैड जस्ट कम बैक फ्रॉम होम, ठीक है, दिवाली के बाद. एंड उसमें लोग घर दिवाली पे आपको घर पे पैसे मिलते हैं ना, कैश एंड ऑल दैट. उसी दिन आई जस्ट रीच्ड बैक टू माई अपार्टमेंट. आई हैडंट इवन गॉन अप. माई रूममेट वॉज अ सीनियर. शी सेज गोवा चलना है क्या? यही जो तेरे पास कपड़े हैं ये लेके चल ले, गोवा चल ले, अभी चलते हैं, अभी निकल रहे हैं. हमने एक लिसन में दिवाली के कपड़े लेके आई जस्ट लैंडेड, लेट मी रिलैक्स. नहीं टाइम नहीं है, गोवा चलते हैं.
Where you landed?
I had gone to Jaipur, which is my family home, and I had come back and Goa chalte hain and all that. And I was 19. I couldn't even tell my parents. They would freak out. I went to Goa for 3 days without telling my parents. And they would like video call and all that, or they'll call and all. I'm like, हाँ घर पे हूँ मैं, घर पे हूँ, सब सही चल रहा है and all that. And then when I reached Goa, I felt sick. I got food poisoning right when I reached. So they're calling me there. I'm like, I'm not feeling well. I'm at home. They're telling me, doctor, kya chale ja? I'm like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Where do I go? I really hope my mom doesn't see this. Oh my God. It's been a lot of years. It's been 10 years, but please. अभी भी डांट पड़ेगी.
अगर उनका अटेंशन स्पैन अच्छा है और वो
ये बाद में डालना. या तो एक काम करते हो, मैं ये जब आप बता दे रहे मुझे कब लाइव करो उससे 1 दिन पहले, मॉम आई नीड टू टेल यू समथिंग, हैव अ सीट.
You say ना, like we were having a call before the podcast, like Goa is my second home.
क्यों
ऐसा क्यों?
For so many reasons. इसी साल में आई थिंक 4 बार आ चुके हूँ और अभी आधा ही साल हुआ है. So I come here a lot, and thankfully now work has started coming to me from Goa also, right? I think one of the biggest moments this year for me was being invited to speak at Beachside Summit, you know, because it felt like full circle. Because Goa is so close to my heart. I feel I've had the best experiences and memories here, like coming here without telling people.
Yeah. That's the first one. Yeah. That's the first one, right?
Yeah, lots of things like that, right? So that's why when now work has started coming to me here and we're doing this here, it means a lot to me. And eventually that is the plan, to make Goa first home. And luckily, I was telling you, we should trust the universe. The universe sent me a guy who has homes in Goa. So I kind of manifested love and Goa at the same time.
क्या करना चाहिए अगर ऐसा चाहिए तो दूसरे स्टेट में? इफ़ आई थिंक कि मेरे को मुंबई में कुछ ऐसा, मेरे को भी आई ऑल्सो नीड समथिंग, यू नो, कॉलिंग आना चाहिए. You start visiting. Okay, तो come to Mumbai often.
ठीक है, मीट पीपल. आई थिंक हर चीज़ का आंसर ना नेटवर्किंग में, एंड आई डोंट लाइक द वर्ड नेटवर्किंग बिकॉज इट साउंड्स स्कैरी, बट मीटिंग पीपल, एक्सचेंजिंग एनर्जीज. आज मैं आपसे कुछ सीख रही हूँ, आप मुझसे कुछ सीख रहे हो. दिस हैपन्स व्हेन वी मीट पॉजिटिव पीपल, राइट. आप आओ बॉम्बे या जिस भी शहर में आपको सेटल होना है, लोगों से मिलो यार, उनसे सीखो. गो विथ एन ओपन हार्ट एंड ओपन माइंड, रेडी टू लर्न, रेडी टू टेक इन अ लॉट ऑफ information, a lot of experiences and energy, and give also, serve also, right? That will make a lot of opportunities come up to you. And that's how I got GBS also, right? I had no plans of being a part of GBS, or even the organizers didn't. But उससे एक महीने पहले I met Viresh and I was just talking to him. I was telling him about NLP, this, that. उसकी मैंने थोड़ी coaching problems solve की.
Viresh ना NLP में फंस गया.
Seriously.
I think this term is, really good. You should come on GBS.
And talk about it.
Yeah, and talk about it.
That's what happened actually, But it wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have met them. If I wouldn't have taken time out to meet Viresh and Alex and have these conversations. So just keep meeting
Yeah, but
people.
then you don't go and randomly meet, right? You interact first and then...
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
For example, आप जब Bombay आओगे, you drop me a text, hey, I'm in Bombay this entire week. You meet me, I'll introduce you to some other creators, business owners, things like that, people like that, right? Then maybe you become really good friends with someone else there, right? ऐसे ही करके वो chain reaction चालू होता है ना, वो बहुत ज़रूरी है. वो कहीं ना कहीं link start करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. पहली बार आप किसी से भी मिलोगे, आप इतने सारे podcast गेस्ट्स को होस्ट करते हो, राइट? अगर उन सबसे आप टच में रहोगे, अच्छी रिलेशनशिप बना के रखोगे, तो दे विल गेट यू सो मेनी रेफरेंसेस एंड पीपल ऑल्सो, राइट?
आई हैव गॉट लाइक दैट, लाइक पीपल रेफरिंग.
Exactly. That's where it comes from. People are our angels because God can't be everywhere, so we have people.
Yeah, you were telling about more travel, na? Where else have you traveled with?
Where else? I've traveled a lot. Southeast Asian countries, of course, I love those. Within India, I've traveled. Recently, I've started exploring the South. So I went to Kerala recently. Loved Kerala, even though I went there for like 1 day only. I am excited for the retreat आगे जाके. And then I'm planning कि अगर मुझे 4-5 दिन और मिल गए, तो then I'll explore the western coast of Kerala completely. Varkala, Alappuzha and all that.
It's fun, right? When you're going for work also and exploring places.
I want to travel for work only now. Like I want to combine work and leisure. It's so much fun. It makes me feel more excited, I guess. Completely, as a business owner ना, completely laid back होना बहुत मुश्किल है. तो या इंडिया में तो दीज अभी साउथ आई रिसेंटली स्टार्टेड एक्सप्लोरिंग. व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू लिव इन दिल्ली, तब जैसे मैं जितना फ्रीक्वेंटली गोवा आती हूँ ना, उत्तराखंड जाती थी. आई लव उत्तराखंड. इट्स सो मैजिकल. देयर इज समथिंग अबाउट दैट स्टेट. इट्स कॉल्ड देवभूमि. I think it's called for the right reasons. You feel transformed there. So love that. We had our earlier retreat there only. India se bahar, I used to live in Africa, Kenya. Love that.
Used to live, matlab you are from Kenya?
Not from.
I used to live, my childhood days are Kenya. God, that was
childhood
amazing.
ही बोल सकते हैं, teenage. I was 16, 17 in Kenya.
What are you doing there? Like,
my dad was working there. So initially the plan was that only dad would live there and we would continue staying here. But he took us for a while just to see, and we fell in love with Kenya and we were like, no, we're not going back. So then we shifted there, we moved there, loved that part of my life. बहुत ही
ज़्यादा सुकून है उधर.
सुकून से ज़्यादा एक तो it's all natural, right? Like a lot of greenery. Then the school I was in was the American Embassy School. So it was called ISK. वहाँ पे 85-90 nationalities we had. So all my classmates looked different from each other, right? So that's a huge exposure you can get in your formative years, in your teenage and all that. That kind of has made me who I am today. A big part of who I am today. I'm able to travel a lot to international countries and fit very well because I'm able to converse with anybody, any nationality. I backpacked in Europe also for 3 countries. 4 cities. Yeah, that's been travel, and I wish it continues that much. This travel keeda, you can call it, or this spontaneity in travel comes from my parents. My parents, when we were growing up, पैसे नहीं भी होंगे हमारे पास, गाड़ी उठाई, रोड ट्रिप पे कहीं निकल गए. Right? Every weekend we would like just go somewhere. That has kind of continued till today.
When you do international trips and all, random conversation कैसे start करते हैं?
Random conversation?
Yeah.
I mostly stay in hostels only. So वहाँ पे तो anyway बाकी crowd भी ऐसा है that you can talk to anybody. In the Western countries, even in Eastern countries, I've seen बहुत आसान है यार बात करना लोगों से.
इंडिया में डिफिकल्ट.
हाँ, यहाँ पे people are थोड़े डरे हुए भी हैं और we don't know. यहाँ पे actually culturally हम सब इतने different है ना.
कि लोग ज़्यादा सावधान इंडिया देखते हैं.
वो तो है ही नहीं, बट यू हैव टू बी सावधान पेरिस ऑल्सो. बट द थिंग इज यू हैव टू बी स्मार्ट यार. आपके अंदर एक रेडार होता है
या
कि
मतलब
कौन सेफ है.
कोई अनजान अगर ज्यादा मतलब
फ्रेंडली हो रहा है
होता है तो ऐसा लगता है कुछ तो मोटिव है इसका, मतलब ऐसा लगता
नहीं. बट पता है आप एक बार वही अगेन कम्स डाउन टू नोइंग ह्यूमन बिहेवियर एंड पीपल. जितने ज्यादा लोगों से आप मिलोगे उतना आपको पता चलेगा कि किसका बिहेवियर इज इन द राइट डायरेक्शन, किसका इज इन द रॉन्ग डायरेक्शन. एंड बीइंग अ वुमन ऑब्वियसली आई हैव to be wary of that, right? बाहर की countries में तो I would meet people in the hostel and talk to them, and then we'll share our cultures with each other. I take part in a lot of things that they're doing. जैसे वो walking tours होते हैं, cycling tours हो गए. I remember Paris में we did a cycling tour. I was traveling with my brother. So we enrolled for this tour which took us 12 miles across Paris. Just cycling. That was amazing experience. ऐसे जितने भी culturally immersive experiences आप कर सकते हो ना, उतना करना चाहिए. Travel का मतलब ये नहीं कि आप बैठ गए किसी fancy hotel में जाके और बस अच्छा room service मंगा रहे हो. That's not travel. Travel is when you can really immerse yourself.
Yeah, then you mentioned I had a great travel experience, you know. क्या रुका मैं होटल में, वाह.
Yeah, what do you say? How would you... You can do that. You can do staycations in your own city. Go to a Taj and just relax there if you want to. But if you're going to another country, state, city, try to get in the culture of that space. Even in India, हम जब औरंगाबाद गए थे, I tried to speak to as many people I could find there also. एकदम कल्चरली घुस जाते हैं हम चीज़ों में, हिस्टोरिकल चीज़ों में.
You must be talking more of history, science and all, right?
Yeah. And history is a very good place to connect with people, right? Everybody loves
for example,
to...
क्या history?
I read a lot on history. I love history. It's one of my favorite subjects. When I went to Aurangabad, let's say, तो वहाँ पे अजंता एलोरा caves तो हैं ही. They are the main ones. But then there are Aurangabad caves also, Kailasa temple and all that. So what I do is, obviously I'm seeing it for the first time, but I read up on it very well पहले से. तो even if I get a guide there, constantly 3 घंटे का था वो अजंता caves. 3 घंटे हम गाइड से कॉन्स्टेंटली बात करते रहे. ओके ये क्या हुआ, वो क्या, ऐसा कैसे होता है, वैसा कैसे होता है, कॉन्स्टेंटली, यू नो. दैट बिल्ड्स अ रैपो ऑल्सो. प्लस यू गेट टू लर्न अ लॉट अबाउट द प्लेस, जो बहुत कम लोगों को पता होता है.
गाइड बोलता रहेगा अरे किसको लेते हैं.
नहीं, दे गेट वेरी हैप्पी. दे एक्चुअली गेट वेरी हैप्पी कि कोई इतना कीन है आपकी हिस्ट्री जानने में, स्पेशली लोकल्स. एंड वही मैंने देखा बाहर भी, इंडिया से बाहर भी, अगर आप किसी लोकल से उनके कुजीन के बारे में ही पूछ रहे हो ना, क्या क्यों खाते हो ऐसा ये वो, दे गेट वेरी एक्साइटेड टू शेयर. बहुत हाँ बातें करो.
Besides history and besides physics, what are 3 book recommendation?
It's funny how you've related me to physics just because I said Newton's law. But book recommendations, number 1 would be Courage to be Disliked. Amazing book. आपको सिखाएगी कि कैसे आपकी ज़िंदगी अटकी नहीं रह सकती. You can keep moving forward also. That is one for sure. The 40 Rules of Love. I recently finished it. It's a fiction book, but it's about Rumi, how he became the famous poet he is today. Lovely book. The third one is The High Five Habit. It simplifies how you can actually change your self-esteem, confidence, day-to-day life very easily. So these 3 books.
So you still read self-help books?
Yeah. I keep alternating.
वही तो that's why we cleared at the beginning ना कि business coach और उनका life sorted नहीं रहता है. So circle 360 guys. Is being a people pleaser wrong?
No, it's not right or wrong. It just happens because of circumstances that led you in life. अगर आपको बचपन में बहुत प्यार नहीं मिला है, you only got love when you achieved something or you did something for other people, then it's very easy for kids to become people pleasers when they grow up. So there's nothing wrong in it. It's just that if you have identified that you have become a people pleaser, please go get help from therapy or coaching, however you can.
Is forgiveness always the best part to healing emotional wounds?
I would say self-forgiveness is, ठीक है? Forgive yourself. अगर आपके साथ भी कुछ बुरा हुआ है, lot of times we say that मेरे साथ मैंने ये होने कैसे दिया, and we become vindictive towards ourselves. So self-forgiveness is a very good step to start with. But if someone's really, really badly hurt you, emotionally, physically, however, you don't have to forgive them. I'm not from the school of thought where forgiveness is a necessity. Don't hold on the pain, but you don't have to forgive them. That's up to you. That is something you give to the other person, right? And only those people deserve your gift of forgiveness who are ready to change and be a positive impact in your life.
Coffee deep. Take some time, 5 seconds to understand what she told. And I'm giving you 5 seconds. Think on that. Okay, so is achieving work-life balance as realistic goal in today's fast-paced world?
Probably for maybe people who have a 9-to-5 job or a government job and all. But if you are a business owner, you're a hustler, you're doing something, building something for yourself, work-life balance is not the term.
रहता ही नहीं है.
हाँ, it's not the right term. You do work-life integration. हम इतनी देर से यही बात कर रहे हैं, right? कि while I'm traveling and having fun and doing all this, I'm also working. This is a work project that we're doing together, right? How can we make it fun? How can we make it integrate with each other? And that is more important.
किसी ने कहा है कि money is the root cause of evil.
Money is not the root cause of evil. Money is just a medium for you to do good things or evil things. Right? Think about it. हमें बचपन से ऐसा सिखाया कि आप ज़्यादा ग्रीडी होगे, पैसे के पीछे भागोगे तो मतलब आप evil हो. ऐसा नहीं है. Money is the exchange of value you're providing, right? And it's the medium which buys you things which will make you happy. It has nothing to do with evil. Get more money. Make more money.
Is pornography detrimental to relation and personal well-being, or is it a matter of individual choice and responsibility?
You answered it yourself. It is a matter of individual choice and responsibility. Because at the end of the day, everything, not just pornography, anything that any vices that you get into, you have to think of balance, right? Even self-help, you have to think of balance. Some people are addicted to self-help. They're always worrying about how can I improve myself, how can I improve myself. Balance बहुत ज़रूरी है बॉस.
हाँ, दिन में 3 घंटे वीडियोस देख रहा है how to improve.
कुछ कर नहीं रहे, एक्शन नहीं ले रहे.
वो डोपामिन मिल रहा है लोगों को सेल्फ हेल्प वीडियोस देख के.
तो हाँ, there's no difference in those self-help videos and pornography, right? Like it's just you have to implement that self-help that you learned in your life also. So balance up create karo. Don't let it impact your relationships. Don't let it impact your time, health and all of that.
Interesting. Ayushi take on everything is really interesting.
Thank you. आपने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि लोग सोचते हैं कि अरे आप कोच हो तो आपकी तो लाइफ सॉर्टेड ही होगी ना. नहीं है सॉर्टेड यार. मैं हफ्ते में एक बार तो रोती हूँ, राइट? आई लव क्राइंग. It's a very cathartic process. I love taking out the emotions, but it comes from some stress or something that is happening.
On stress, right? Or something. Or just you feel कि भाई मेरा एक कोटा है.
अभी बैठते रोते हैं.
मेरा हफ्ते का कोटा है यार. वो Google कैलेंडर में टास्क है. Cry this week.
No, I get happy tears a lot. Happy tears also I do. Whenever I feel a lot of love, right? When I'm very loved, I cry happy tears.
I get happy tears when I watch some really great scenes or a movie.
Movies, right? Yeah, same.
We are getting to that topics ना. कौन सा था? Problems. Envy.
Oh, I love envy. लोग envy और jealousy को बहुत ही negative समझते हैं, but actually वो बहुत positive emotion है अगर आप देखो तो, है ना? For example, giving an example, I walk into your setup studio and I see यार इसके पास तो 6 screens हैं, मेरे पास नहीं है. I'm jealous.
6 है क्या?
I was just counting. So I'm like,
sorry guys, I lost count.
6 screens है, मेरे पास तो 2 ही हैं. Don't I need more? Like, so वहाँ पे instead of overthinking कि यार क्यों jealous feel कर रही थी, this was such a positive conversation and all that, I should tell myself कि okay, there is a reason you were feeling that envy. Maybe you felt you don't have all that. So what can you do next? So आप बताओ मुझे, आपको जेलसी अगर फील होती है, हर किसी से तो नहीं होती ना.
नहीं.
सिर्फ उन्हीं से होती है जिनसे आप कुछ लेना चाहते हो, लाइक जिनका कुछ आप बनना चाहते हो या सीखना चाहते हो या वो. इट्स अ वेरी गुड गाइडिंग लाइट. इट्स लाइक अ डायरेक्शन कंपस टू यू कि इससे जेलसी हो रही है, बैठो अपने खुद के साथ, ये बात करो खुद से, क्यों हो रही है, कहाँ से आ रही है, ये एनवी का रूट कॉज क्या है, एंड मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ ताकि मेरे पास ये एनवी की जगह प्रैक्टिकल में बदल जाए, एक्शन में बदल जाए. सो टर्न योर एनवी इनटू एक्शन. अगेन ये सारे कनेक्टेड है, फोमो, एनवी एंड ऑल दैट.
फॉर एग्जांपल यू सी समवन्स वर्क एंड देन यू थिंक कि भाई मेरे को क्या करना है टू
एनवी
इन अ पॉजिटिव वे.
हाँ, यू अपस्किल. You like here last time when I was here for GBS, I met so many marketers, right? जो कुछ लोग मेरे से बड़े स्केल पे काम कर रहे हैं and all that. तो वहाँ पे I felt that fear and envy and all that. बट देन आई वाज लाइक मैं वहाँ पे कैसे पहुँच सकती हूँ, कितना टाइम लगेगा मुझे, अगर मेरे पास रोड मैप है तो एनवी करके क्या फ़ायदा. ऑन दैट टॉपिक आई डू वांट टू टॉक अबाउट द फैक्ट दैट बहुत लोग डरते हैं अपने इमोशंस, नॉट जस्ट रोना, अपने इमोशंस दूसरों को दिखाने के लिए. बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटमेंट भी नहीं लाते लोग. पीपल, आई हैव हर्ड पीपल से कि नहीं यार, आई एम नॉट गोना शो माई एक्साइटमेंट अ लॉट, क्योंकि द अदर पर्सन विल थिंक कि ऐसे कैसे, ये क्यों इतनी एक्साइटेड है. वाई नॉट यार, यू आर इन दिस ह्यूमन एक्सपीरियंस, यू आर लिविंग अ लिमिटेड लाइफ. आप मर जाओगे किसी दिन, राइट? सो लिव योर इमोशंस टू द फुलेस्ट, राइट? ऑल द इमोशंस, नेगेटिव स्पेक्ट्रम वाले भी, पॉजिटिव स्पेक्ट्रम वाले भी. कितना मजा आएगा.
या इफ यू वांट टू स्क्रीम कान फाड़ दो किसी का, बट फाड़ के जाओ. या
लाइफ लार्जर देन लाइफ हंसो, राइट? एवरीथिंग. या
हंसना तो ऐसे हंसोगे एडिटर बोले कि अरे यार कान इसका वॉल्यूम पीक हो गया, अभी माइक भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता है.
यही होगा. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम थिंकिंग. आई एम सॉरी एडिटर, बट आई कैन सी द वॉल्यूम बार्स. ओह माय गॉड,
इधर ही पीक दिख रहा है. रियली फन पॉडकास्ट.
फन पॉडकास्ट. आई हैड अ लॉट ऑफ फन. आई डोंट नो अबाउट यू.
आई हैड.
मेरे तो एक्सप्रेशंस में दिख रहा है. गुड डे, प्रोडक्टिव डे.
काम वगैरह सब सही चल रहा है ना?
सब बढ़िया.
ये दिस विल टॉक आफ्टर द पॉडकास्ट, आपको फोन नहीं करेंगे. Yeah, I think that was pretty much with this podcast. Hope you enjoyed listening. All the links will be there in the description. Ayushi, Mathur this side, Kunal Raj this side, and यहाँ से काट देते हैं.